Oh gosh, that is too close. Okay, we are up close and personal. How do I zoom out? Hang on. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, is that good? Can you guys, is that, okay, whatever. Okay, so I thought I would do a Q&A because it's been a while. I've been busy. I've been a little absent from YouTube. I mean, not totally, but I've gone down to like 1 or 2 videos a week instead of my traditional like 3 to 4. So I wanted to just like touch base and answer questions for you guys, and I got a bunch, and so yeah, let's just get started with it. Okay, the first one is what is your next home project / goals since painting the house, since we're done with that? Okay, I have a few, and they're all like super expensive, so they're not happening anytime soon. But one thing is either replace our carpet upstairs with new carpet or get hardwood. That is one of our things, just in like the family room area. And maybe it's not that expensive since it's a small area. It's really just the family room. I don't care so much about the bedrooms, but I don't know, I do like carpet. It's nice and cozy. It's just the fact that it's all stained. So another reason why we might not do it soon is because our kids are still little. Like, it's just, I don't know. So that's one thing. And then another thing would be like our backyard, like a huge makeover. I want to add a staircase from our top deck down, and then I also want to like redo the bottom deck and maybe do like an outdoor kitchen and like all that kind of stuff. But that being said, those are obviously like two. The first one maybe is not that pricey, but the second one is definitely pricey. We could probably do some parts ourselves, but I feel like we would still end up having to hire out stuff. So anyways, I gotta get my wine in. I am like, needing it today. But those are like goal projects because they're not like something that like we're gonna start working on anytime soon. Another like a big reason why I just wanted to get back into work and everything is just to start like bringing income back into our family, because it was we were able to do it on one income, but it's like, it's not like we could like work on big projects or do anything like that, because it was really like just supplementing our household needs. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that my new business does take off in the next year or 2 years, I don't know, 3 years, and I can start really like providing extra income for our family, and we could start like working on some of those bigger dreams and goals that we have. I'm actually gonna have my friend come over next week, and we're gonna make, are they called dream boards, vision boards? We're gonna make those. I haven't done that since I was like, I think I did it in college, but there's a lot of things that like I would want that I just know I need to work towards to ever have those things. Like maybe a housekeeper would be really nice, like stuff like that, you know, like, and it's not bad to like want those things or think about those things, like have goals in mind. So, and especially like putting it all out there so that you can like visualize it and work towards it. So, yeah, a big reason of just like getting back into the business, like the fashion industry, was so that I could start bringing in an income for our family, and like hopefully one day we can work towards doing some of those like house projects that I really want to do, because this is our forever home, and all we plan on doing is just making updates to certain areas like our backyard and like flooring and the walls, which we just did. So that's kind of our goal, is just like as we start earning more money, is kind of doing updates here and there. But those are the main areas that I want to work on for our house eventually. So every question is gonna be like 5 minutes, because welcome to my channel. Okay, how is your anxiety doing? So if you didn't know, I was diagnosed with anxiety back in May. I think it started, I mean, I think I've had it for a while. I think it really just worsened after each pregnancy too, which is kind of interesting. But I didn't get it like diagnosed until May and like March, when the pandemic started. It was just, that's when everything was like really hard for me. I was having trouble breathing, and just a lot of like physical anxiety. So that's when I went, made an appointment to go see a doctor, and I'm on a daily medication for anxiety. And then I'm also on, I also have like a extra medication as needed, which is so helpful for when I've had panic attacks, which is so scary. I just, ever since I had that first one, I know what they feel like now. It's like a hot, it's the worst feeling. Your whole like skin starts to get hot, and you feel like kind of, I mean, this is for me, I feel like kind of sweaty, kind of tingly, kind of shaky, and like I almost feel like my thoughts, like I'm checking out of my body, and it's like super, super scary, and I just can feel it coming on, and I can't breathe. It's the worst. Whew, it's hard to even talk about them, but so having that medication is life-changing, because I know I would have been in the hospital like probably multiple times if I didn't have that to take for panic attacks, because it is so scary, like you think you're gonna die. But that being said, I feel like it's improved. My anxiety has improved a little bit with the medication. I think definitely one thing that's helped is like my temper. I used to have a really short temper, and it's gotten a lot better now. I feel like it's such a weird thing to talk about. Like I didn't want to talk about it ever. I still feel like kind of awkward talking about it, but it's good to like talk about mental health, and especially like if something's working for you or not working for you, because I feel like a lot of you guys probably go through similar things, and so it's good to know. So I think the biggest issue has just been travel, and we've taken 3 vacations this year. We went to Kansas City, Georgia, and then Mexico, and all 3 of those vacations were very, very hard on me as far as my anxiety goes. I was taking stuff pretty much every day just to cope with, like, I don't know if it's just being away from home in another area, like it's just hard. And then last week in Mexico was so bad because of everything that happened. If you haven't watched that vlog and you're curious, go watch it. We just had a lot of hiccups along the way, weather issues, flight cancellations, just a lot going on that triggered my anxiety and panic, and it was just not pleasant. So we're working on it. I feel like since I've been home, it's already gotten a lot better. I feel like there's nothing here that could happen at my house that could make me feel the way I felt in those situations. Like I'm like, psh, I don't ever need to take a Xanax again now that I'm back in like Missouri. Like I feel like it's so much easier here than it was when I was traveling, because those situations sometimes you just need to be at home. I think I might have like slight like agoraphobia, where you're like the people that are like scared to leave their house. I hope that it's not, and I hope that it doesn't like get worse, because you know some people like actually can't leave their house, and I feel like that could be me in like 30 years if things don't change. So we're working on it, but I feel like things are better. Okay, another person asked, how is waking up early going? Really good. So I don't pressure myself too much. This morning I got up at 6:30. My goal is 5 a.m. And you guys, when I wake up at 5 a.m., I feel like I can conquer the world. Like I get so much done. We go to bed at like 9 p.m. regardless of what time I wake up. I like to be in bed by 9 anyways. So it's just made me realize like I don't need that much sleep, but I'm actually more tired when I sleep till like 7 or 8. I didn't sleep in that late. I've gotten in a habit now that I have kids and I stay home. I've gotten in a habit of trying to get into a routine and go to the gym at a certain time and all that. But waking up early has been really helpful. I can get a lot more done in the morning, like before the kids are up and all of that. So next question, how are you liking TRS? Okay, so you guys, I started this detox called TRS detox, I guess. I don't know, if you Google it, you'll find it. I just ordered it through somebody, and it's like a spray that you spray under your tongue to remove toxins. And I was watching this girl talk about it on her Instagram stories, and she like posted some like testimonies about it, and people were talking about like their eye colors changing, like getting brighter, and they're talking about like their tongue getting healthier, like all these pictures and things. I was like, I've got to try this. And the biggest thing that like grosses me out, but I really am like intrigued by and curious about, is the parasites that people pass. They like you literally like get rid of parasites in your body, and you can like see them. So gross, but so interesting. So I've been on it for like a week now. I feel like it's given me more energy, and I feel like lighter. So I'm really excited to keep going with it. I think you do it for like 3 months or so, and then you kind of just go down to like a maintenance dose. It's kind of like taking a probiotic, I guess. And in fact, you're not supposed to take your probiotic. You're supposed to reduce that. So I'm taking just 1 capsule a night of my probiotic, just because of the different, they're both kind of doing a similar thing. So you might experience like die off and all that, and it's like a detox. So I don't know, a lot of you guys on my Instagram said that you're doing it or you've tried it and you love it. So if you have more thoughts on it, let me know down below. But I just did a lot of research on it and it sounded like something I wanted to try. David's trying it a little bit too, and then I ordered one for my mom, and she's gonna try it soon. So we will let you know. Okay, how do you and David keep a good relationship with both being super busy? It's definitely hard, but doing things like taking trips and stuff has always been like our go-to. And honestly though, lately those have both been like, that's been really difficult for me to enjoy. So one thing we do like tonight, Friday night, is we're gonna be watching Big Brother down here together. We just try to make time for each other, and it's just hard, both of us working and having a busy life. But the fact that he's been working from home too has made it nicer because we see each other all day and we like eat lunch together and stuff. But it's definitely difficult. You just have to like make your relationship a priority. Okay, next question. Do you feel like you need to be friends with your sister-in-laws? I don't really understand this question. I am friends with my sister-in-laws. I guess maybe like, do you feel like you need to? I guess if you weren't, then you should be. But I'm friends with all my sister-in-laws, so yeah, it makes it easy. How did you manage a toddler and a newborn? My mom guilt is bad and this is hard. Oh my gosh, I feel for you. Toddler and newborn was the hardest like 6 months of my motherhood life. Like, it was so difficult. The mom guilt, like I remember sitting there because I was always nursing. I would just be sitting there and Cal was so hungry. He went to the freezer and got a waffle out and just started eating a frozen waffle because he was starving, and I couldn't get up to like make him a meal because I was always nursing. So it's really difficult. The mom guilt is real. I think that also like triggered into starting to give me anxiety and all of that because it's just crazy. So I don't really have any good advice for you. I'm so sorry, but it's just a phase and you will get through it and things get easier. The next question, how many kids do you want to have? 2 or 3, so we're at 2, we'll see. I'm not making any plans anytime soon. When did you know you wanted to start Closet Chic, like your very first thought of it? So my very first thought of Closet Chic was back when I was in college for fashion merchandising. We had to have a business plan, and all of us had to create a boutique or a store in order to graduate, like a full thick business plan of how we were going to run and operate this business, what products we were going to carry, how we were going to market it, hire people, like everything, ins and outs. And that's what really made me like want to do that. Like doing that project made it feel like it was real. And even graduating right after that, I was like, okay, I want to do this. But I chickened out a lot. So that is where the first idea of Closet Chic came to mind. That was the name of what I called my dream store back then. And so that's kind of why I use that name now, because it's just like sentimental to me. So that was really the first thought of it. And then after that, it was kind of just like a dream. And once I became a stay-at-home mom, it popped in my head a lot more often. And being on YouTube, a lot of people would comment and say like, oh, you should start your own clothing store. And I was like, huh, yeah, that's a dream. But like, seriously, I would think about it all the time as a dream. And I didn't take it seriously until like beginning of August. So like 2 months ago, I was just like, you know what? Why am I sitting here not doing something that I could do as a dream? Like, especially now during like these current times with everything being online, it's not a big risk anymore. It's not like I'm getting in a space and I'm hiring people and I'm paying bills. Like, it's literally just me buying inventory and selling it right now. So it's super low risk that I just decided to go for it. So I hope that answers that question. Next one, thoughts of adding kids clothes to your boutique in the future? No, I don't think I'm going to add kids or anything else. I do expect to add shoes, jewelry, and accessories, and even like gifty items. I mean, I do have like pop sockets right now in my store, and I think gifty stuff will be really fun for November and December for the holidays. So I want to add that kind of stuff. But as far as kids or menswear, I'm definitely not adding that. David already told me that I should add menswear to my boutique because he always gets compliments on all of his clothes, and I'm like, I just think it's too confusing. If anything, like maybe I would start like a secondary boutique for menswear. I feel like boutique isn't the right word for menswear, but you know what I mean. Small shop for menswear, because that would be really fun and cool. That was the main product that I used to buy when I was a buyer. and I like buying menswear, but I just don't think it makes sense with Closet Chic. So I'm not doing baby stuff or menswear. I know menswear wasn't a question, but just because David had said I should venture that route. But yeah, no, I like just doing the women's stuff for now, and we'll see where it takes me, but I don't have any plans to add anything else. Favorite white and favorite red wine. I really am not that picky. This is just a dry, I like Cabernets, I like everything dry. Same with my whites, I like everything dry. Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, I just like slurped that. Pinot Noir, and brands, I really don't care as long as it's like $10 and up. So that's a pretty good price point. Like Apothic is decent. I like the Naked Wines. That's what I'm drinking right now. I go to nakedwines.com, not sponsored, and I just order like a big case, like a 12 case of wine, like once every 2 months or so. So I like doing that as well. Okay, will you be sending Crew to preschool with Cal? Not right now. So Crew is 2. I'm not gonna do it this year. The only reason that I would is if things got really busy with my boutique where I felt like I needed the extra time of having just no kids, but I don't think that I'm there yet. I know I'm not there yet. And I also don't know how helpful it would be because they're only in school like during the, like a chunk of the day that I don't even know if I would be able to like come home and like work and then like if it would be worth it, you know what I mean? Just because the stuff that I'm doing that's the most time consuming is packing orders, which means I have to be at home. Like the stuff that I can do online, like that kind of stuff I can do from anywhere. Like, you know, marketing and like stuff like that, taking photos, editing pictures, I can do that on my phone from anywhere. But like the biggest chunk of time is just like doing orders. And so anyways, I don't think he's gonna be going to preschool anytime soon, but when Cal goes to kindergarten, which would be in 2 years, not this next fall, but the year after, I will definitely put Crew in preschool. I just don't know if I wanna have them both in preschool at the same time because it's very expensive. And when Cal's in he'd probably go to public school, so then it wouldn't be as expensive paying for just one. Okay, next one. Do you like your injections and do you like your injections you have gotten and will you keep doing them? Okay, I'm glad someone asked this because I didn't tell you guys. You may have noticed, I don't know. I did get more lip filler like 2 weeks ago. So basically, it was kind of on a whim. I went to get my Botox, which I've been doing every 3 months this whole year. I love it. Yes, obviously I like it because I keep getting it. And I'm trying to go 4 months, but this year it's like, I don't know, it just seemed like something came up every 3 months that I wanted to like look extra fresh for. So this time it was our vacation in Mexico. So I was gonna go and get my Botox. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get a little bit more lip filler too because why not? So I went and the nurse brought it in and she brought in Juvederm, and I typically have gotten Volbella. I've gotten it twice now, 2 syringes since November. So about a year. I've had 3 syringes total in 1 year. I'll have to put like a before picture before I had any filler like over here so you guys can kind of see the difference. But she brought in the wrong kind. She brought in regular Juvederm and it's $200 more expensive and I've never done it before. And so we swapped it, but she left them both in there. Anyways, the doctor grabbed the wrong one, put Juvederm in my lips, and he didn't use the whole syringe. I think I have like a 1/4 left of it still. And I'm so glad that he didn't because it definitely is different than the Volbella that I've been used to. So if you're familiar with lip fillers, that's what I got the second time or the third time. And I swear, you guys, it took so much longer to go down than normal. And I think I was swollen for like 5 or 6 days. And even in Mexico, they were still pretty large, like bigger than what I had expected. I feel like now it's been a little over 2 weeks. I feel like they're finally like at a good size. So I really like how they look. I really like the fullness of them. The only thing I don't like is how people get that like little ridge over their top lip. Like I hate that, and I have it. I know, you know what I'm talking about. I have it. Hopefully it'll go down more. but I don't plan on getting any more lip filler. This one, the rest of this one expires in June, so I'll probably get it like next spring or something. But I'm probably gonna maintain the lips like once or twice a year because I like the fullness, but I'm not like trying to like be Angelina Jolie and like go super big or full. I feel like they look pretty natural, minus that little ridge, and I just feel like if you're going for a really, really natural look, go with Volbella instead of Juvederm. I feel like it's a little bit better. It's made for the lips, and it's really nice and soft, whereas this one, just a little bit different. I couldn't even do that for like 4 days. That's how like big and swollen they were, but I think they look pretty good right now. I have lip liner on, so that kind of like intensifies the look, but yes, I like them. And if you're considering like trying Botox or something, or fillers, like just try it because it goes away. It's not like it's a life-changing decision like a tattoo or like surgery. Like it's just an injection, it'll go away. Like just try it out, see if you like it. Okay, next question. Do you want more kids? I already answered that. Did you have morning sickness with your kids? How did you combat it? I'm sorry, I did not have morning sickness with my kids. Best advice for starting an online clothing boutique? I would say, you know, I've only been in this for like a month, so I feel like I'm not licensed to give you any advice yet. I'm still learning like constantly and trying to figure things out, but just like do it if you really, really want to, if you're really passionate about it, and like put your whole heart into it and just have fun with it, go shopping. Like, I don't know, it's just, I don't really have any advice, I guess. Like, what I did was I just like went through my closet and looked at the brands that I typically purchase from boutiques and what I liked. But you have to register and do everything before you can even have access to those brands and those websites. So you really have to know that you want to do, I mean, it's not that expensive to get all your licensing and everything, but like you should probably know you want to do it before you get to look at the inventory, which kind of sucks, but it makes sense. So you really have to just go for it. And then once you can kind of start looking at the styles and like see who your customer is and what you want to buy, and just like, I don't know, I don't really have any good advice. I'm so sorry. I'm still trying to learn everything too. I'm trying to decide whether or not I should do a VIP Facebook group because a lot of people have success with that. I just don't know if that's my style. So yeah, I need advice. So you guys give me the advice on what to do for starting your own boutique because I'm still trying to learn everything. Okay, any other big dreams you have? This is coming from a girl who has her own boutique, the Be Free Boutique, and she does amazing. Like her sales, and I only know this because I'm in her Facebook group, like, and you can see who comments sold. I'm like, girl, her sales are crazy. I'm like, how do you do it? Anyway, she asked, do you have any other big dreams? No, not really, you guys. Honestly, my biggest dream in life was to own a clothing boutique. Like, that's my biggest dream in life, and I just did it. Like, I mean, I guess the bigger dream would just be to be successful with it, but like, honestly, that's my forever dream of like what I wanted to do. And obviously like being a mom and a wife, like those were dreams too, but I don't really have anything now that I've like, no, like that's my dream. I think now it's just like health for our family. Whoops, cut me off while I was talking to you guys. I feel like this lighting, every time this lighting is so bad. Maybe that's a big dream of mine, is to like have a fancy production set for my videos. I need to drink some wine. I don't have any big like dreams or goals. Just health and happiness for my family, and like eventually like doing some cool stuff to our backyard and our house. Like that's the kind of stuff. But like as far as business wise, like I'm living my dream, and I'm like so forever grateful and thankful to you guys for helping me and supporting me and like getting my name out there and like everything that you've done, ordering from me. And if you don't order from me and you share it or like or what comment, like all of that stuff just like helps me so much, and I'm just forever grateful for all of that. So thank you guys. Okay, next question. Will you book a trip through that company again? No, do not book through Apple Vacations. Okay, just a couple more. Will you guys ever move from the area you're in? No, just because, gosh, you guys, I love it so much here. So much, more and more every day, because now that we've been traveling and doing things, like seeing other parts of the country right now or seeing out of the country right now. It's just like, I just love where we live. And I know a lot of people are moving out of big cities, so I hope they don't all move here and things change here, but right now, like, middle of Missouri is the place. I love it here. Don't have any plans on moving. This is our forever home. I've said that so many times, but like, you know, I just don't have any plans on doing, like, is that boring? I don't know. I just like where we live. I'm just happy and I don't want to change anything. And I don't like, I don't know. I know a lot of people like adventure and they like moving and like doing new things, but like, not me. I'm like, I'm happy. And my parents are moving up the street, so definitely don't want to move now. Okay, last question. How are you managing working from home with the kids now? Tips, please. So waking up early is my biggest tip. I get a lot done before they're awake, like 2 hours of work down here before they're up, whether it's on editing and working on a video or packing orders or whatever. Another thing that's been helpful is just the TV, honestly, like putting on Blippi for them, letting them just kind of play, and then like being in a room right next to them where you can keep an eye on them, but you can also get something done. And then staying up late too. I usually stay up a little bit later, or when David's done working, he takes the kids outside and plays with them, and then I come back down here and continue to work. So just finding those extra little times so that you can do more work is kind of how I've been doing it. And it's been pretty good. So those are all the questions. I feel like there's an awkward angle there. Is that better? Welcome to my couch. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. Thank you for leaving questions as always. Thank you for supporting my YouTube channel. Thank you for supporting my boutique. Thank you for sending our family love all the time. Like, I don't know, I'm getting like, you guys are just so great. Like when I was in that hurricane and everyone's messaging me, like, I don't know, it's just nice. I feel very loved right now. I feel very happy in life. I feel just extra grateful, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So thank you guys. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.